guys, it's Jenny at the Yoga Hut. So today we're doing something a little bit different, and this practice is specifically dedicated and encouraged for people who are currently making those surgical masks. I know there are thousands upon thousands of volunteers right now that are making masks out of their pocket to basically donate to people that are in need. So from people who are, regular seamstresses who are doing this, and people who are perhaps just getting into sewing to really start offering this service to people, this one's for you. So it's really going to help you try to open up and relax the shoulders, the upper back, the chest area, and the neck. Because a lot of the times what happens, we get what's called seamstress back, which is we're hunched over all the time, everything tightens in the chest, everything strains in the shoulders and back. So what this practice is, we're gonna undo some damage. I really encourage you to do this. If you are making those masks, this is a great time to do this practice, maybe at the end of the day when you finished, or do this a few times through the day. And really, I hope that this helps you. It's a little bit that I can do to encourage some movement, because I know you guys are just super tight and I just want to help out there. So a couple things you do need, and that is take a break. Blocks are awesome for this, especially when we're going to be releasing the chest and back area. If you don't have yoga blocks, and ideally try for 2. If you don't only have 1, we can work with 1. If you do not have blocks, there's certain things that you can use that's going to make up for that. Usually my first recommendation is grab a couple books. A couple Harry Potter books are going to work amazing. Take those, stack them on top of each other, and just wrap a folded towel or blanket around them. And that's really going to have the exact same effect. We're not really moving the blocks around too much, so you don't need to have to keep adjusting. The longer we hold these postures with the blocks, the better our bodies are going to feel. So that's it. We will do a first little bit here is going to be without the blocks, so anybody can do this. You can do this even you're seated in your chair. You can do this on the floor, wherever you like. So seated, let's just take a moment here and make sure that our head is pulled backwards. Right now they've been hunched over, so let's open everything up. Inhale, pull the head slightly back so the ears are directly over top of the shoulders. Speaking of the shoulders, let's drop them. Make sure that spine is straight. It's been curved and rounded this whole time. So let's lengthen the spine, encourage the crown or the top of our head to extend upwards. Our jaw has probably been tense the whole time. So unhinge that jaw. Relax all the muscles in the face. And just take a few breaths here in this new type of posture. Breathing is highly encouraged, especially in this practice, as it's going to help us release some more tension within the chest. Next, exhale. Drop one ear down to our shoulder. Same side's going to come up, grab the outside of the head, and slight pull here. As we do this, this opposite shoulder is going to come down towards the earth. Inhale up. Let's exhale down, opposite side. And same thing, as we slightly pull here, drop that opposite shoulder downwards. Inhale up, making a fist with our hands. We're placing this fist underneath our chin. And on that next inhale, press upward. So take the crown back, press the chin upward. Exhale down. Chin now is coming to the chest. Our hands come to the back of the head. Slight pull here, but make sure that our spine is as straight as we can. And inhale, back to center. Take the hands downwards. From here, let's take one hand and wrap it around the back. Opposite hand's gonna come assist. See if we can grab that hand here. If not, you can even just put one hand kind of on the lower portion of our hip. If we can grab that hand, awesome. Take our gaze over to one side and almost angling our crown backwards here. Keep pulling on this hand. Exhale down, drop the chin to the chest and extend over, opposite side. Exhale, release one more each side. Exhale, release. And slow, neutral position again. Opposite side, we don't want to work one side only. So same thing, but with the opposite hand. Start at one side, it doesn't really matter which way that is. Grab and then slowly tilt the crown almost on an angle backwards here. Exhale, release, drop that chin to the chest and extend out opposite side. Exhale, release, one more each side. Exhale, release, last time. And slow release, downwards. Let's bring the hands back to our knees. And continuing on with some seated cat-cow. Inhaling, press the heart forward. And as we press this forward, pull the shoulders backwards, like they're trying to grab our spine from behind. Keep pulling here, keep breathing. This is how it looks from the side. Exhale, release. From here, we're coming into cat posture. So round the spine, pull the shoulders forward. Belly button is brought in. Inhale, back out. Cow posture. Keep pulling the shoulders back. Exhale, release to cat. And exhale, neutral. Great job. So you can keep doing that for a little bit, and really that's kind of hitting all the points that we need to kind of focus on right now. If you do have some blocks, you have a little bit of extra time or books with a blanket on top, we're gonna come right down and help release that spine just a little bit more. So first, we're kind of grab our two blocks and play around with this. Sometimes it's gonna feel amazing and sometimes it's not gonna feel 100%. So always move the block around and try to find that little sweet spot, making the blocks into a T formation. So the lower block is going to come vertically down on the mat. Top block comes up. So the middle of our spine is going to be laying across this lower one, and the top block is simply there to support the head. So coming into this, I like to have the knees bent. Feet can just be past the bum. Grabbing this bottom block, I like easing slowly down on it. Making sure that block is completely supporting that spine. Top block, we can grab here. Just to take back to the head. If you find that maybe there's a lot of pull on that lower back and hips, you can press up a little bit here and move the block maybe a little bit lower. Or if you're not getting enough, maybe move it a little higher, or vice versa. Everyone is different. Our knees here, they can continue to come up, bent knee. If you want to open up the hip flexors, and who doesn't, you can come down to a bound angle. So feet together, knees splayed out to the sides. Or maybe you just want to continue stretching this out. You can press the feet downwards. The arms are at our sides, palms facing upwards. Here's a time where you can hang out in this posture for as long as you want. Making sure that we're doing big inhales, and really the bigger we inhale here, the more release we're gonna feel within the chest, shoulders, and that upper back. So keep hanging out here. Whenever you're ready, you can come out of this posture simply by rolling to one side and pressing yourself back up to a seated posture. Perfect. That's one that you can hang out with for 5-10 minutes. The longer we do this, the more release we're gonna get. So it's super awesome. From here, let's come back to our seated posture. Grab our hands from behind, just slight interlacing the fingers together here. Making sure that spine is straight. Inhale, rise up the arms just slightly. You don't have to go far. As long as we're pressing the heart out, the further up we go, of course, the more we're gonna feel release here. But just go to wherever your body is calling you. Exhale, release. Hands on the ground, fingertips facing towards the bum. Inhale, same sort of movement. Press the heart out, release the crown backwards. Big inhales. And big exhales. Slow release. Great job. So we are going to do one more posture that is using our block, and it is a supported bridge. So it's going to be really beneficial to help release that tension that we currently have in the chest muscles. Because again, when we're hunched over, so much of this chest muscles start to contract inwards, and they actually haven't opened up. And unfortunately, those muscles are attached to everything. So everything gets affected. So let's come down. Right to our backs, knees bent here. We have a few different options for our supported bridge. Getting into supported bridge, all we do is plant our feet, slowly lift the hips up. Our block, we can place so it's face down, supporting that lower back just where the hips start. This is option 1. And even this feels absolutely amazing. If you want to go further, raise the hips up, take the block, and we're going to place it so it's widthwise up. Again, so it's just supporting kind of that lumbar spine. If you find that there's again a really big pull, maybe move that block just a little bit more down. If you're not feeling much of anything, bring it maybe a little further up. Option 3, of course, is doing the full motion here. So lift the hips up. To get into this, I like lifting up and then coming onto my tippy toes. This block, same thing, but vertically up. So we're placing that again under the lumbar spine, arms at our sides. I personally find I get the most release in this, but a lot of times when we don't have that flexibility within the back, this might be too much. I encourage you to try every little one, at least the first 2, and see what is calling to you. So this is one, again, we can sit in this for as long as we want. And the bigger we inhale, the more release we'll get. Whenever you're ready, but remember, hang out here, even if it's for 5 minutes, that's great, or even a couple. To get out of this, in either way that we're using that block, just lift the hips up and slowly set that block to the side and let the hips downwards. What's a common feeling here is heat in that lower spine, which is completely common. Nothing to really worry about. I think it feels absolutely amazing, especially when you lower the back to the cold floor. Great job, guys. So that's it. I wanted to make this quite quick because I know you're doing those masks, you're crazy busy. Those are really what I find to be the most rewarding when it comes to opening up the chest and kind of reducing the strain within the neck and shoulders as well as the upper back. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for doing this. I hope that this will help reduce some strain that you're probably currently feeling and just make this a little bit easier. Namaste. Thank you so much. And we will see you later. Take care.